Hey guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of the Sanguophage, our little vampire blood cult here going surprisingly well. Things went rather well last time. Obviously, Mila here has gained her royal title. She's now a novice in the royal family there. And we've got a quest that just popped up at the end of the last one. I didn't even want to take a look at it until I'd had time to sort of pause and reflect, as one does in RimWorld in pause mode. So, one suicidal prisoner. Okay, the Empire's calling, and there's a bit of a problem with a prisoner who's been caught in bed with the wrong person. Okay, he imprisoned the inappropriate lover in a show of rejection. Now he wants me to keep the prisoner. Okay, I think we could probably handle that. For 21 days, that's a lot of time. And what are my rewards? Honor. Obviously, I could get a little higher in the royal rankings. A psychic animal pulsar sounds like a great idea at the time. It's just basically going to make all the animals in the area insane. And you're like, oh my god, that sounds brilliant. It's not as great as one might ideally think it to be. Or just some flat out goodwill. They'll just like us more. I'm going to want to work on that over time, because that goodwill can lead to an alliance, and that can offer up a lot of good benefits, including just calling for military aid or just randomly calling a trade caravan over if I feel like it. I feel we're definitely going to want to do this. This is going to expire in 4.4 days. Great. I can sit on that for, well, exactly 4.4 days is really the answer to that. What I'm going to need is another bed in the prison. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to hold anyone there. So everyone's got their own bedroom, and we're working on a better bedroom for Kaylina, because she's very fussy about that. She's like, I would like to have a really good bedroom. Everyone else has got a boring bedroom, and I have a boring bedroom. I am greedy. I would like to have a really, really super cool bedroom, and we're kind of vaguely working on that, Kaylina. It's taking a while. You're asking a lot for this early in the game. However, what I could do, I've got wood, so let's go ahead and get another bed sorted out in the prison. Put that in. Actually, don't put that there. That's a terrible idea. Why not take advantage of the end table, Dave? Because that can link to two beds. There you go. Pop that in there. While I'm in here, I'm going to once again treat my prisoners better than I treat my own colonists. I'm going to put up a table for them here, just a small table where they could eat food, because then they'll be slightly less fussy. They like to eat at a table, as indeed do all of the RimWorld folks. And a plant. Yeah, I'm going to treat the prisoners better than I treat my own people. Okay, so Mila, we dealt with that. I'm going to hold that one there so I remember that it exists. And, of course, we need a meditation spot now, because Mila's going to go off and contemplate her royal existence. So, meditation spot. Boom, right out in the potatoes where everyone wants to meditate. I often meditate with potatoes, I do. Kind of roll around with some potatoes and think about things. And this can be just for Mila. Okay, Mila gets all the meditation around here. So the royals are going to bugger off now. Like, we did our thing. Thank you for not attacking us, because we would have just ripped you to shreds. We all have, like, pulse weapons and amazing weaponry, and you would have done nothing. We've got a dead guy in here. So we've got Semi on here that we killed. Yes, I know you hate seeing the dead guy. I get it. You're going to get so much better about that, because we are going to convince you that it's totally chill if you want to eat people. Or if you don't, that's cool too. We don't judge. But yet, really, Whitehead, you're going for the flower pot first. It's just I kind of need the bed done, Whitehead, because that's where the prisoner's going to sleep. And Volstron here, I noticed we just came in and kind of Mike Tyson'd you into loving us. How are we doing with that? All right, so we are still converting you. And you really don't believe in this silly little religion of yours very much, do you? Oh, look at this, Volstron. Immediately eating at a table. He's going to be so much happier about that. Okay, who's doing what around here? Because I have messed with people's priorities so many times. Mila is on #1 hauling, which is actually probably pretty good. Try and get all this food into the freezer as soon as we can. That'd be great. Yeah, Mila's hauling the dead guinea pig in. I think food's covered. For right now, I'm feeling pretty confident about the amount of food, barring some sort of catastrophe, like the Great Pantry Fire of 2021. Barring a great catastrophe, I think we're okay on food. In fact, I probably did, but I did turn off sowing in these fields. Okay, great. So we're not going to waste our time re-sowing fields. It's the end of summer anyway. We're not going to get too much more done. Kaylina, I noticed you're over here sweeping up. That is fantastic, kid. You, kid, are a bit of a superstar, aren't you? Do I not have any steel? Are we out of steel? I mean, I think there's some, there's some on the map. We just haven't gone and gotten it yet. Hey, Mila, what are you doing right now? You're hauling berries. That's neat. Could you actually haul the components? Berries I can come across, but the components are really wicked important. Whitehead has gone to bed before crafting the bed. Neat. Thanks. Appreciate that. Hey, Kylina, apart from cleaning, what else is it that you actually do around here? Not a lot. Not a lot. Did I said I was going to put up the art table. Did I ever do that? I didn't. Okay, so we've got stone cutting and we've got tailoring. We just haven't really gone into art. And Kylina, you could bang some of that out. I mean, you're not a terrific artist, but you could do something along those lines. This is largely, Kylina, for you. So we can put up maybe a statue or two. It says we don't have enough steel. We do. It's on the map. Don't worry. We can go and get it. It just means we don't have enough in storage. Okay, pop that chair in there. And then actually, while I just clicked on that accidentally, I could probably expand this zone over to, say, here. Have some extra storage over here. And let's start to work on flooring. Because, again, we seem to be in a bit of a slow time right now where there's nothing catastrophic going on. So let's take a moment to maybe pretty the place up a little bit with some flooring. And you know what, Mila, you can have some flooring down in there too in your cave. Mila's going to bed. Kylina still sweeping up. You're doing a great job, kid. We're so working on the bedroom for you. We're so working on that bedroom. The ceremony was great. Hey, where did that other quest go? Okay, it's still here. Thank goodness. All right, Whitehead will get up. Actually, there's a really good patch of steel right there. Basically right outside our door. Or it will be anyway. I should punch this out and put a door here. That would be a nice little easier way for people to get in and out to this area. Kylina, right into the mining. Right into that mining, of which you are somewhat terrible at. But you know what? You got a thing to do. You got a job to do here. Okay, what else do I need? Allegedly batteries and holding platforms. That's cool. I'm working on art. Dave, you still haven't even started research. Nobody is researching anything around here. Is that realistic? I mean, yeah, you can technically do it, Mila. I'm going to put you at 3 on that, just so I remember to do that in the future. Hey, Volstron, are you any good at research? I mean, you can read a book. About the best we're going to do out of you. Kylina, where are you going? Hang on, there's a flash storm. Kylina, just careful. Careful out there. Lots of lightning and stuff. Oh, dear Lord, do not get struck by lightning while you're playing horseshoes. While you're playing horseshoes, kid. Now there's going to be tons of fires. Okay, the fires are... Oh, Kylina's going to hide in her room. It's a terrible room, Kylina. You're not going to like it very much. What is your problem? 8 without a table. Really? That's your... There's a table. There's a table right there. And there's chair... Whitehead's eating at a table. Whitehead just ate at a table, Kylina. Whitehead ate at a table. You could not eat at a table. Oh, it's the bane of RimWorld. I think at this point it's just a running joke. I think RimWorld has had many opportunities to fix that, but just chooses not to. Yes, I know there's a mod for it. I understand there's a mod for that. But just chooses not to. It's just sort of a running RimWorld joke that there'll be a perfectly good table there, and they'll just refuse to eat at it. So the fire issue... Yeah. See, that's a lot of fire, isn't it? Boy, that sure is a lot of fire. Is it... Wait, did it start raining? I can't see. Is it raining? No, it's still a dry thunderstorm. Okay, there's a psychic drone. Everyone's going to have a freak out. There we go. So that's what I needed right there. That bed is in play. Okay. Let's, in the middle of a lightning storm, let's accept a quest that's going to dump somebody on the map. So I think, yeah, for honor, let's accept that with Mila. Okay, so Sam's here somewhere. There he is. He's crashing in right now. Who's local? Whitehead, you seem to be doing nothing at all. Could you go get Sam, please? Just go get Sam, pop him into bed with Volstron. Try to cope, Volstron. You got a roommate now. Kylina, are you going to be coming out of your room anytime within the realm of the current monarch? Probably not. Actually, the current monarch is technically Mila, so hopefully that reign will be a very, very long one, unless I accidentally misclick and blow through the save file. Who's supposed to be on cooking? Could we get this dead guy butchered, please? Who's supposed to be on, like, number 1 cooking? Well, number 2 on Mila. Mining first. You know what? That's actually probably not the worst idea in the world. Yeah, I'd like to get this steel out of here. And then, actually, while you're here, let's go ahead with my plan, such as it is, of making another door here. So just mine out that bit, and then I'll put another wall there or something. Whitehead's frantically doing the flooring. I say frantically, he's moving at a very comfortable pace. Just sort of idly doing the floor, but he's awfully good at it. He loves this sort of thing. Okay. I would love for, I think when Whitehead's done with that, he'll get back on the smoothing the walls. That's kind of a lower priority thing for them. I'm giving him all this flooring to do right now. There we go. The kitchen dining room looks a little bit better right now. We're working on the art table. That's neat. Kayleen has snapped out of it and has immediately gone to bed and then probably is immediately going to get a snack. You're probably very, very hungry. Watch out for the dead guy in there. Also dead donkey, dead guinea pig. There's a lot of dead things in there. There's all sorts of dead things in there. Whitehead's got the chair put together, and Voltron barely believes in his silly religion. Just barely. Like, I kind of am feeling it, but not really. Ooh, also, Voltron, I bet your gear is terrible. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You've got, I mean, it is technically in one piece. I should probably get some more tailoring going on. What was your thing that you wanted? You wanted a broad wrap that we can't do because we technically don't have, like, a cloth. We only have leathers. So the cotton will come in, well, it's over half grown. Yay. It's a little bit less than what I wanted, but there it is. And you've done this bit. Great. So I've got a fair bit of marble here. Let's do a marble wall right here, and then just a regular old door can go right in there. That'll be a little easier. Now they don't have to walk all the way through the base to get in and out on this side. That should be good for them. Sam, we are just going to, maintain only. Do nothing with you except feed you and basically keep you alive for the next 21 days. Now, of course, when Mila gets that honor, there's going to be a new ceremony, but we won't be able to do it because we don't have a throne for Mila yet. And that's going to be a pain. When I'd like to get the whole good throne room done at once, but that's a long way off. I'm going to need a lot of stone blocks or a lot of cotton, one of the two. The art table is up, though. Let's go ahead and start getting some art going. So how about we try and make 3 small sculptures, but here's the gig. Do it only out of stone blocks. We don't have any, but you can do it out of jade if you happen to find some. That's it. And those will be slightly higher beauty than doing it out of just steel or something like that. Whitehead is just finishing off the flooring in Mila's room. And then hopefully getting on with the whole, smoothing the walls out for Kaylina's room, because she's already had a bit of a freak out. She's going to continue to have freak outs until she gets a nicer room. And Kaylina, why don't we just temporarily put you on Art 1? Just to bang out like 1 or 2 sculptures out of the whole shenanigans there. There you go. You grabbing some stone blocks. It's going to take you a while because you're not a very good artist. You may never be a good artist. So 332, yeah, it's going to take you a while, but it'll be something we can throw in your room, and you're like, oh my god, my room is slightly better than everyone else's. We just need to get to like slightly impressive. That's all we got to do. Slightly impressive on Kaylina, because you're not jealous. You're greedy, which is different. So let me see. Greedy is, yes, you need you need a really impressive bedroom. I can probably get you to slightly impressive, kid. That's about the best I'm going to do with that. Everyone's gone off to bed. Voltron, I know we've been frantically telling you that your religion is terrible. How are we doing on feeding you? Okay, yeah, you've been fed. Actually, your beauty in that room is not that bad. It's that flower. It's that flower there. You ate non-fungus plant cooked. Yeah, you're not going to worry about that once we convince you that your religion is completely ridiculous. You're extremely comfortable. You love the fact that Semyon died. Yeah, he's in the freezer. You may be eating him at some point soon, actually. I don't know how you feel about that. You might be really excited. You might be really depressed. But yeah, not only is Semyon dead, he will be lunch at some point in the reasonably near future. Speaking of which, why don't I put Mila just briefly back on cooking 1, and we'll back off mining a little bit, and we'll back off hauling, just to get some of these things chopped up and, processed, so to speak. Yeah, she's working right now. We're going to do some berry meals. How many meals are we allegedly doing right now? 65. Okay. And then we've got, this is the cannibal one. All right, try and make, 10 of those. We're not going to get 10 because I think there's only 75 meat in a human. Wow. The things you say when you play this game. There's only 75 pieces of meat in a human. Okay, the FBI is going to be listening in on that one. All right, Whitehead, there we go. Perfect. That's what I needed you to do. Get back on the wall smoothing idea. Did I put power over here? To a degree, yes. Yes, I did. Once you get that piece smoothed out, I'll put a regular lamp there instead of the torch there. Not enough stored. There will be. Don't worry. There's steel right here. Don't even worry about having steel stored. Stored. Steel. See, anyway, don't worry about it. Yeah, see, we already got it. All right, let's put up... Actually, what I should put up is a light here. And that way, we can actually do things a little bit faster. So let's do... That's not where that lives, Dave. Let's put up just a wall lamp here will be fine, and then a wall lamp here. And then when that's done, I'll dismantle that torch. We don't really need that anymore. You're doing a great job, Mila. Really, really fantastic job. Can you kind of slow that down a little bit? Could you actually work more at the butchering? There we go. Well, Voltron, do you have an opinion about Semyon being butchered, skinned and eaten? Probably not. I know you don't, but just for giggles. Yeah, Semyon died. He's going to be food. You're going to eat him, Voltron. You're going to eat your rival. It's a very primitive sort of concept going on there, but it's super exciting. It's very, very exciting about things. Mila's going to have a snack. We should put another light over here. It's very dark in the kitchen. I'm going to put another light right here, just so you can see what you're eating. Maybe that was Kaylina's problem. Maybe she couldn't find the table. Like, I know there's a dining room area, but it's very dark in there. I don't know where the table is. I know where the stove is, but I don't want to eat at the stove. It's very hot. Okay, what's next? Whitehead, what are you doing? Oh, you're building the lights first. Okay, set that, no. Set that to dark light. There we go. And you got this one done already. Cool. Set that to dark light. And same with this one. Okay. So that'll help you work a little bit faster in what will be Kaylina's room at some point. And that will also give me a spare bedroom as well, which is no bad thing. Let's set this up. So a wooden door right there. You're saying not enough wood. I bet you I can cut some trees down. So there's wood here, first of all. It's just not in the storage yet. Cut down a few more trees right about there-ish. And then see how that kind of works out for everyone. Mila making some more food. Are we working on the human meals? Are we doing... Oh, hang on. There's a mad rat. Did we already deal with it? Because I wasn't paying attention. No, we haven't dealt with that at all. Team, can we just kind of pop outside and deal with the mad... Slow it down there. Pop outside and deal with the mad rat, if we could. Where'd the mad rat go? Is the rat no... Oh, it's there. It's up in the rice field. Yeah, go swing over here. The rat will figure you out eventually. I don't even think we need to use anything particular here. Well, we need to use something because Whitehead just completely missed on that. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, everything's fine. Everybody go off duty. And we're going to eat the rat, even better. So the deserter. Ah, yes, this is sort of the anti-royalty thing. So a deserter from the Empire is offering to come and hang out with us and teach us his wonderful deserting ways. But in return from that, the Empire is going to turn on us. I do not wish to fight the Empire at all. I know they're way better armed. They outnumber us an enormous amount. No, I've never accepted that deserter quest. Maybe I will in the future. That might be something fun to try. Just sort of accept that and say, okay, I'm an enemy of the Empire now. That would be a very silly move right now. I don't care that we're a vampire cult. They have the best weapons in the game, and we have a bow and arrow and a stick. That's basically what we would be going up against there. Voltron, I noticed you almost completely don't believe in your thing anymore. Fantastic. We can't... Yeah, we don't have enough people yet to get the priest role. But I think we will when Voltron joins. I think we need 3 people believing in our nonsense before you can assign the priest role. So when that happens, Whitehead, I'm looking in your direction... You can be our new priest, and then you can start working on Kaylina and trying to convert her. This is actually going very well down here, he says optimistically. What are we doing on... Yeah, we really not focused on stone blocks. Did you already make one statue? No, you can't possibly have done that quickly. No, you're still working on the first one. Okay. That's going to go in your room, Kaylina, so, make it something you want to see. Batteries, warm clothes. Yeah, warm clothes would not actually be the worst idea. I don't have any ability to do that. We still can't do the broad wraps at this point. But we could probably do some parkas. So how about we try and have, at any given moment, try and have 4 parkas. I don't care about whether they're wearing them or not, or counting those that are in storage, or counting the ones that are on their bodies. I just want 4 parkas. If somebody uses a parka, make 1 more until we have 4. That's all I want. Again, there is a limit to how much I will micromanage RimWorld. It's just not my style. It's not how I enjoy playing RimWorld. If that's the way you enjoy it, cool, great, good, awesome. It's not what I do. All right, next logical move. We've made the place a little bit prettier with the flooring and whatnot. That will help. Mila, you don't have a light in your room. I'm sorry. I should have dealt with that. So you can have a wall lamp right there. And I could give you some things, but I don't want to overtax Whitehead right now because he's dealing with Kaylina's room. She's very fussy. She's very, very fussy. I'm going to go in. I see the steel there. But I'm going to go in from the back door to get that. I'm going to go out and around and get that way, rather than doing more to Kaylina's room that I don't really need to do right now. I'd like to get this greedy thing under control. I know it seems like I'm obsessing about it, and to a degree I am. You're not wrong. Oh, hey, you made a statue. It's a normal statue. Okay, it's got a beauty of 68. That's not bad. I can cope with that. I need to get somebody back on stone blocks, though. So crafting is, once again, Whitehead. Yeah, once again, Whitehead kind of does everything around here. Volstron, did you have a decent crafting? Yeah, you've got a really good crafting. Crafting of 11 and a strong passion for it, too. That'll play out very, very well eventually once you have been Mike Tyson'd over to our side. I wonder if I should... Wait, Sam, you're just hanging out here sucking up our food and not giving us anything in return. How do you feel about blood donation? Will that ooh, I am not 100% sure if that will nullify the quest. I mean, obviously Sam can't die. That goes without saying. But if I start using him for blood donation, does that nullify the quest? If it does, and they're like, okay, quest over, you failed, that's actually not that big a deal. That's really not that big a deal. I don't think it will. I think I can Hemogen farm Sam without the quest borking. We'll find out in a second, because Mila's right in there. Like, oh yeah, I can have some blood off this guy. Okay, nothing's popping up saying you failed the quest. Sam may as well be contributing in return. I mean, we're feeding him. He's going to be here for like another 20 days. We may as well get some Hemogen out of him. And he can contribute to the colony in that way. Mila, oh, you're refueling that. Okay. You want to start burning some of that clothing, Mila? No, you're going to chop up a rat. That's smart. That's smart. That's a good thing to do. Did we use up all those human meals? Maybe? No, I see the meat right there. 75 human meat. Yep, 75 units of meat you're going to get from an average adult male. Yeah, listen to that one, FBI. And now the what? Kaylina inspired creativity. That's actually really handy because you're working on art right now. Oh, good job. Yeah, absolutely. That's great. You keep being inspired on that piece of art that you're working on, and it'll be better than it was, 2 levels better, in fact, than what you would normally create. Great. So the team down here, Whitehead and Mila, working on the old smoothing the walls idea. Mila, you actually went up in construction. Oh boy, you're a construction level of 3. Yay. It's a slow roll, ain't no lie. It's a slow roll around here, but they are getting a little bit better at these things. I'd like next to refocus on stone blocks. Boy, I'd actually love to put in the nice stone blocks in here, the nice tiles. That would require an enormous amount of stone blocks and a lot of time. Hey, Kaylina. Oh, come on, Voltstron. 0.08%? You barely have heard of your old religion. You couldn't even spell your own religion at this point. 0.08%? Just accept the fact that it's, one way or another, we don't judge on cannibalism. You could eat your rival. You'd love that. You'd be like, hey, this is Sebion's hand. Whitehead's trying to convert Kaylina. Good. Good, that's what we want. We want that. And actually, that fell quite a bit. 12 points that fell. If we can get Voltstron to our side, I think prisoner or not, we can still get a priest, which will be Whitehead, and then we can work on actively converting Kaylina. Because Kaylina is going to be very, very fussy, as she's going to have a lot of issues. I'm trying to solve one right now, but she's going to have other issues. You're volatile, right? So you're much more likely to start a fight. Yeah, this is first to break. She's the first to break in any tough situation. And you've got creepy breathing. Hang on. What is this? A deal maker. What now? A stunningly good-looking stranger is approaching the colony. Stunningly good-looking. Wow. Not just good-looking. Not just attractive. Stunningly good-looking. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're going to go talk to Scathe, who is, again, stunningly good-looking. Stunningly good-looking. I just like saying that. Stunningly good-looking. Yeah, sure. Milo, why don't you go chit-chat to Scathe and see what's up with try not to be distracted by her insane beauty. Oh, there's gold over there. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I don't need gold right at the moment. Although I will to make a good throne. I said I didn't want that. I might mine that out sooner than I thought. What's your deal? Stunningly good-looking stranger. Beams with confidence. Okay. Here to make a deal and will help you in exchange for simple hospitality. Bringer of joy and serenity. She lifts spirits and inspires others by telling jokes and spreading blissful thoughts. She may be very useful, but there's something she's not telling us. Well, obviously you're joining. You're stunningly good-looking. Of course you're in, kid. Okay, slam everything into pause mode. That happened. Right, so Scathe. Well, let's check you out. What are you into these days? All right, so you are Scathe Ashford. We don't know anything about you. You're a body purist. That's not fantastic for me. It's not my thing, but we'll cope. Well, first of all, if you're a body purist, do you have any problems? You got a scratch scar. Does that make you sad? No. Uncovered any body part. You should be completely covered up. Okay, we'll think about that. Just one thing at a time, Scathe. Let's deal with the stunningly good-looking. Yeah, you are beautiful. Okay, and you are joyous. Make everyone feel better. Oh, this is great. Look at that social skill. You have a degree of medical training. You can shoot a gun. You're not fantastic at a lot of things, but you exist. Okay, I can work with this. I can make things happen here. So just because I happen to be looking at it right now, make sure that we smooth these walls. All right, I'm going to move. No, am I going to move it? Actually, yeah, I am going to move it because this is a good double bed. So let's make sure that stays as Kalina's bed. She'll be fine with that. Put that over there. Oh, also, we could dismantle this torch. We don't really need that anymore. Okay. Get things moving again. I'll make this Scathe's room, but now I'm going to need yet another bedroom for when Voltstron jumps on board, which he will at some point after we recruit him and convert him, etc., etc., etc. So Scathe, well, now I've got someone who doesn't do a lot of anything. You have a revolver, by the way. You should go up with the shooty crowd. So you can do some hunting, definitely. You could do that. You could definitely do some wardening because you're amazing at it. And I'm going to back Mila off of that. That'll free Mila up to do something. I'm not really sure what. I could. Oh, we've done small sculptures. That's great. And I assume that your thing is over. Your inspiration is over because you finished a thing. So this one's good. That one we already checked out. And this one's good. Okay, we got 3 good small sculptures. Okay, hang on. Everything's popping off right now, as the kids say these days. We've converted Voltstron. Neat. So you're into our gig now. You're into, yeah, you're halfway into the Blood Coven. That's as far as I need you to be, kid. That's as far as I need you to be. Now we want to work on recruiting you. That's going to take a while, but maybe not with Scathe on board. Scathe is amazing at social. Okay, so now what? We've dealt with that. Mila needs death rest. Oh, bad timing, Mila. Yeah, you got to do your little vampire / Odin, I've got to go to sleep for a few days thing. All right, you've already converted Voltstron. It says you're converting Voltstron. You've already done that. I need colonists, clothing, beds, and Mila needs to chill out for a while. Cool. I can cope with many of these things right now. So, no, not a royal bed. That was a terrible idea. Why do we not have any wood? All right, somebody cut some more trees down. Hey, Mila, just deal with the thing that you're dealing with, And then could you just, like, chop down 1 or 2 trees for me, please? Wait, hang on. Kalina's on board with this. And we're not sowing that, right? Yeah, Kalina, could you go just take down 1 or 2 of these trees? Thank you. Mila, are you sleeping or are you doing actual death rest? There we go. Start death rest. I may as well get it done. Okay, so you're in death rest right now. You're just gonna hang out there. I could wake you up at any time, but I'm not going to. We'll just let you chill out there. All right, so Mila's down, but Scathe is in. That's great. Oh, Scathe, you're moving stuff around. That's nice of you. And you're delivering meals for the prisoner. That's cool, too. What are you off to go do now? You're stunningly beautiful. You're burning apparel. Uh-huh. That's cool. You don't really have a lot else to do you? You're not very good at anything except being stunningly beautiful. I'm kind of thinking about just chaining you to a research desk in between doing prisoner stuff. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Let's finally get some research done. So a steel research bench, that's fine. Pop that guy, I don't know, right over there. Perfectly good spot for it. You guys are gonna be sitting at the research desk for a while. Why don't we actually make a nice armchair out of human leather? Yep, because I got a lot of it. I'm gonna make an armchair out of human leather, and you guys are gonna sit in it and research things. This is a good time to be alive, I tell you what. All right, somebody will get on that at some point. Whitehead will do that eventually. Scathe, you're still burning the clothing. That's fine. That's a thing to do. Also, I should get some flooring in the freezer. Yeah, let's begin to work on that concept. So just some concrete. That's all I really care about down there. Just regular old concrete will be fine. I know you're saying we don't have it. We've got a lot of it down here, and there's more to be mined out. Tons of corn coming in. Yeah, I'm not sweating food right now. Again, barring a catastrophe where all my food disappears. So let's also let's not sow this either. So none of these should be on sowing anymore. Yeah, just let them go. Don't bother resowing that at all. Kalina and Scathe hanging out. Hey, Kalina, Scathe is stunningly beautiful. How do you feel about that? Yeah, you're already into him. Yeah, you're already into Sally, Scathe, Ashford. Plus 63. Physically stunning, joyous. Wow. Just to be physically stunning, it's a plus 40. No wonder the prisoners are jumping all over Scathe. No wonder they're like, yes, I will convert to anything you say. I will worship any religion you tell me to. Actually, that being said, you're not into our gig, are you? You're into the unworthy creed. Yeah, that's no good. So with Voltron on board, can I make Whitehead our priest? Hang on. No, I can do the leader. Must have at least 3 architectonists. I have 2. Okay, so Voltron is going to have to be a colonist, not just on the property. Wow, Whitehead just ripping through that. Just ripping through that. Kalina, could you... I know you're working on rice. I actually just need some wood cut down right now. Oh, hang on. No, that's leather. I thought that was piles of wood. Just so we can get some kind of bed put together for our stunningly beautiful guest. I say guest, I mean, they're a colonist, but my experience with these anomaly flybys, which is basically what this is at some point in time, they're either going to leave, betray us, go insane, turn into some sort of monster. It's all up in the air with Scathe. But I'm not expecting Scathe to last forever. So I'd like to really monopolize her time with, like, uber wardening and research. And just, like, learn things and then convert people over to our cause. Speaking of which, have we started with that? Have we started converting you? Not really. No, we've done nothing at all in that regard. Scathe, please don't sleep in the freezer. Why? Okay, the eating at a table thing, where there's a perfectly good table and they ignore it and then they whine about not eating at a table. And when they can't find a bed, what do? Run to the freezer to catch 40 winks. Why, RimWorld? Because you know what Scathe is doing right now? Freezing to death. Left shoulder scratch scar. That will turn into frostbite. We're going to start seeing frostbite there, and Scathe is going to go up and go, oh no, I don't have 10 fingers anymore. What happened? Now I only have 6. Because you slept in the freezer. Okay, you slept in the freezer. Why? Why do they always go for a freezer? Why can't they eat at a table when there's a perfectly good table? You know what, Scathe? This is on you, kid. I'm not even gonna wake you up and move you somewhere else. This is on you. Okay, you chose to sleep in a freezer. Don't be coming to me when you've only got 6 out of 10 fingers. And we're eating the other 4, by the way, because they were in the freezer. I mean, they're snack-like. Don't be coming to me saying, oh no, I'm so cold. And we're like, Scathe, did you sleep in the freezer? And Scathe's like, yeah, kind of. All right, well, that is on you, kid. All right, that is a you problem, not a me problem. In the meantime, Whitehead... Oh, come on, Whitehead. There's only 13 points of work left on that. I see you did construct the human leather armchair. Good job. Let's move one of these pieces to art. They're all good. Actually, that's 135 on beauty. That's 68. And that's 110. All right, well, let's move, obviously, the 135 beauty down to here. That'll start to perk this room up a little bit. I'll probably just do wooden floors for right now, just to get things under control. And if we could move those chunks out of there, that would be great. Mila usually does the hauling around here. Yeah, now Scathe's working on Voltstron. I want to see what kind of effect this is going to have, because Scathe is very, very good at chatting to people. So how much are you going to bring this down? 25 to, what is that, 23.3? That's a decent jump. That's not bad at all. And the research table is done. Fantastic. We've already learned half of smithing because of our book that we got. That was so worth it. And we're like a third of the way through tree sewing at the same time. So I might just let smithing roll. I usually do smithing first because, you know, it kind of leads to virtually everything else, frankly. I might just let that roll and accumulate it sort of passively. Let's just go for the battery thing. Honestly, it's just because I want to make this go away. Kaylina has inspired surgery. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Does drawing blood count as surgery? No, apparently it does not. You still got your inspiration. So that's cool, Kaylina. We're not going to sweat that right now. I usually just go for batteries just to make this go away more than anything. I try to have as few little notifications over here as is humanly possible, but here we are. Hunting worksite, cool. Kaylina, I really need you... I need you doing, like, number 1 on the whole cutting the trees down thing, and that is plant cutting, right? Yeah, extract trees, cut plants. So, yeah, number 1 on that. Just be number 1 on plants in general, while Mila is kind of down for the count, and Mila doesn't like to be outside anyway. And then get more trees cut down, because we don't really have any wood at all kicking around here. What's your move now? Yep, harvesting oak tree. That's exactly what I need you to do. And then after that, I think I'll put somebody back on number 1 cleaning, because it is kind of a pit around here. Scathe, what are you doing? You're hauling rice. Okay, cool. Let's mess with you a little bit and put you at number 2 research. Yeah. I don't want you there forever. I still want you to deal with prisoners. I don't want to take you off the prisoner gig. And I still want you hunting and doing some other things. But primarily, there we go, right into the research. Remind me, you weren't fantastic at that, but you'll get it done. And nobody else is doing it, so we may as well do that. That will eventually get me batteries, which I don't desperately need right now, but it'll be nice to have. They're nice to have, and it makes the little thing go away there. Mila, how long are you going to be in death rest? 2.7 days. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. Whitehead, you're sleeping. Scathe is researching. Kaylina, you're doing the oak tree thing. Cool. I would really like to get the bed thing under control for Scathe more than anything. And Scathe, how are you feeling about joining the colony here? You don't like who we're led by. You slept on the ground and you slept in the cold. Slept in the cold is on you, kid. Okay, slept in the cold on you. Uncovered any body part. What are you not wearing? You've got a hat, a shirt, a sash, a jacket, and pants. How much more do you want to cover? I think you got everything covered. Literally all your parts are covered. And they're Devil Strand, by the way. Some of them are Devil Strand. One of them is Devil Strand. That's really good. I don't know quite how much more you want covered. Show myself to the world is wrong. I should be completely covered up. Should I get you a burqa? I mean, I think that pretty much covers literally everything except the eyes. And then you could wear some sunglasses. If the eye thing is bothering you, you could check out some sunglasses and go, okay, nobody can see any part of my body at all. Oh, Scathe, you figured it out. Good. We built the bed and you figured out to go down and live there. Fantastic. That's it's an okay bedroom. And Whitehead, more importantly, finally finishing this off here. All right, I need stone blocks. Like a lot of them. Because I have basically none at this point. Okay, so the walls, that'll be slightly better in here. Maybe I should just go for wood floors for right now. probably should. Okay, let's do... Just try and get Kalina under control as best we can with the whole I hate my bedroom. You got a piece of art in there, which is not nothing. Okay, you made it yourself. It's not a bad thing. One wooden end table could go right here. And then we'll do a dresser. We may not have enough wood for all of this right now, but we will eventually. So that'll be fine. Put Kalina maybe on... I just might target her to get the chunks out of her room. I mean, nobody likes chunks in your room. I used to have that. I didn't like it. I got chunks in my room. I don't want chunks in my room. Okay, wow, Whitehead not playing with the pudding. Kalina's hating this because she keeps getting woken up. All right, back to work then. Food under control. This is what I do in RimWorld. I just sort of sit and evaluate sometimes. Like, okay, this is okay. This needs work. This needs work. This is okay. Whitehead finishing the floors in here. And then what? I don't really think we need to bother with more art right now. Although all the traders will buy art, so it's super handy to have some in stock. But I'm not sweating it right now. There's way more important things we could be doing. Scathe is up for the day and is still stunningly beautiful. Stunningly beautiful. You're feeding the prisoners. They're going to go eat at a table. Are we not feeding Sam? We're feeding Sam, right? Because he like needs to get fed. Well, he's eaten recently. Eaten a little bit recently. There's a visitor. Okay, an excavator. All right, but nothing to trade. Okay, cool. You know, come by, do your thing, say hi, whatever. That's all fine. I have no problem with anything you're doing right now. Just don't, like, shoot us in the face or something, because my vampire is kind of out of commission right now. Hey, Kalina, could you move all of the chunks from this room, which is, in fact, your room? It's going to take a while. How about we just did that on, like, #1 hauling, then, Kalina? All right, just do that, and we don't really need the art thing right now, or the plant cutting, or the growing. Just go, nope, Kalina, I love the fact that you're mining. I love everything you're doing right now, but could we please get the chunks out of your room? You're going to like the place better if the chunks are out of your room, I assure you. I want to get these out, because then I want to check what the impressiveness is on that. Haul that marble chunk. Hey, Scathe, what are you doing? Researching. Could you also haul that chunk? And Whitehead, you're in bed. Okay, I probably won't have you haul a chunk. Yeah, haul that. And then last one, refuel the generator. No, how about you get rid of this? Okay. Now, when that gets out of there, I want to check what the stats are in this room. Slightly impressive. Okay. That's about the best I'm going to get right now. Unless I put those other art pieces down there. That will make it better. Later, I can do maybe the nice stone tile. And that will really bump up the impressive materials. But slightly impressive. I don't think that's going to register yet with Kalina until she spends the night there. But just for having the conversation here. You are okay. Decent bedroom. Okay, so you're +2 on your bedroom, but more importantly, we took out the negative mood boost, which is actually really more important than a positive mood boost. We've removed the negative. Slept in the cold. Okay, we can begin to cope with that information. How cold is it? It's 64. That's not that bad, kid. I gotta tell you right now, as I'm recording this, it's about 64 degrees outside, and I was just out in a t-shirt. So it's not... That ain't that cold. That's fairly comfortable, actually. Oh, there's that visitor coming by, kind of checking out our fields, hanging out by the campfire, wielding a spear. Mila, when are you getting up again? 1.8 days. Okay, that's fine. So I should think about where I'm going to go next. There's a lot of steel in here. I was going to just have this sort of be the end of the colony, but... Now I think we might dig down here and then over to here to take advantage of that area. Ooh, also, hey, Whitehead, again, a little bit of slow time right now. So why don't you just finish off Mila's bedroom here? Just finish off the smoothing there if you could. And then, I don't know, Mila might be slightly happier. Also, we could probably put some nicer things in there. Mila, I'm going to get you a way better bedroom at some point in the future. I just don't know when that is. I know we kind of focused a lot on Kalina. Why don't I put a plant in there too? Just put, yeah, any old plant in there. Make it slightly nicer. Anything to keep Kalina happy. You're so fussy. You're so very, very fussy. Hey, Voltron, how's Scathe doing on you these days? Wow, it's already down to 16.7. Wow, Scathe is great at the chit-chat with people. She just loves talking to people. We have an excessive amount of human meat. I'm sorry, were we not clear about making food out of human meat? I thought we were very, very clear on that. So just human meat. Yeah, this should be our number. Oh, hey, Dave, you didn't actually tell them to do it. They must have made the other ones. So 10 of those, please. And then we can prioritize that. All right, plant pots in. Kalina's horrified because we woke her up for a second. Now I'm still going to need to think about another bedroom. Because when Boltstron gets on our side, we're going to need somewhere to put him. I was going to dig down here, and then I could dig down here and maybe put a small bedroom in there. I should just sort of punch all of this out for no other reason than there's no reason to take that space. You know, now that I'm looking at this, do I need more columns maybe down here? No, I don't. No, that's silly. I've got 2 columns here. That more than covers that space. We're fine. We're absolutely fine. The roof is almost certainly, vaguely, positively not going to collapse, he says optimistically. Okay, next. What is my best next move? Let's rethink where we're going. So, I think, I don't want to start a huge mining expedition, but I want to, let's start going this way. Okay, we're going to, if anything else, is a huge block of steel over here that I can eventually get to. So, let's start a corridor going like this. And then I could get not a fantastic bedroom, but I could get a bedroom. Not like that. And then, okay, that is a weird bedroom. It'll work. You know what? It's fine. It'll work. It'll be somewhere for them to sleep. I know. I've been told many times I'm way too generous with my colonist bedrooms. Make them way too big, just make a big dormitory and slap them all in there. Yeah, it's the fact that you can get away with so much abuse. You can basically have these people commit war crimes and they're totally chill if they've got a really nice bedroom. I need to clean the prison. Kalina, what are you doing? You're hauling corn. That's great. That's awesome. When you're done with that, could you please clean the prison? It's really, really grungy in there. Not grungy like Pearl Jam or something like that grunge movement that all the kids were into. But, you know, grungy in the sense it's pretty awful in here. And actually, could you clean the kitchen? Because, like, that's where we make food and eat food. So if we could maybe not have food poisoning all the time, that would be super awesome of us. Whitehead's working on some wall smoothing. And Mila is still asleep for another day, give or take. Scathe, what are you up to? You're relaxing socially. Okay, could you either do some research or work on Boltstron? Because either of those would be super fantastic of you. What did we get down here? We have a quantity of steel. So I'm just going to cancel that. I don't want them focused on that. I'd rather have them focus on more important things. We've got more up here too, and Kalina's hauling it. And then hopefully at some point hauling those components as well. In fact, could you work on that next, please, Kalina? Could you actually get those 3 components before they deteriorate or something silly like that? There's no reason. I don't have a lot of components. We didn't show up here with a lot of components. My first thought is to kill that turkey that just swung by, because turkeys and they're horrible, evil, awful animals. But again, food's kind of under control. I think food's fine. I have almost 1,000 units of corn, 257 berries, 225 potatoes, 89 pieces of human meat that we haven't even done anything with. They're just waiting there. Fingers, arms, toes, everything, just waiting to be cooked up into a delightful meal. Right. This is looking kind of... nothing really happened lately. I mean, there's the Scathe thing. That's not nothing. Just a stunningly beautiful person pops by and joins our colony. I'm waiting for the eventual betrayal. I feel this one's going betrayal. Sometimes they just leave. I'm like, I'm done here. I'm out. Sometimes they have horrible things wrong with them, and you have to cure them or they die. Like all their organs are rotting. And sometimes they betray you, and I'm basically shooting for betrayal. That's what I'm feeling from Scathe. I mean, she's stunningly beautiful. You know there's a betrayal coming there. She's going to wake up and go, I am stunningly good looking. Why am I hanging out with these schlubs here in this colony? I mean, it's got a dirt floor, and I am stunningly beautiful. Those two things do not add up. I'm going to betray these people and murder them. And also they make me eat people, which is not really my ideal. I'd rather not eat people if I'm given my choice in things. Speaking of which, Scathe, you are feeding the prisoners. Good, Sam's getting a bite to eat. Sam, when are you out of here? 15 days. Okay, that's not bad. So when Sam goes home, we're going to get more or royalty points, if you will. We're going to be bumped up in the royal family, but I'm not going to be able to do the ceremony until, at bare minimum, I have a throne for Mila. It doesn't have to be the best throne, but I'd like it to be. Hence me wanting that gold. What quest is expiring? The deserter. No, we're not doing that. That can just happily expire. Thank you very much. So hence me wanting that gold that we saw somewhere over here. I don't immediately remember, but there's gold in them thar hills somewhere. Because I could make a really nice throne, but I'm also going to need really nice stone blocks, or really nice stone tiles, and I'm also going to need probably some carpet. Where's the cotton thing going, by the way? 94% grown. Okay, good, so I can finally deal with Mila's clothing requirements. I mean, I've got tons of human leather, but she doesn't want that. Weirdly, she does not want a hat made out of human leather. I can't understand, frankly. Oh, Kaylina, you're finally moving those urns. Oh, yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah, we're moving urns around. All right. How's your room now with the plant? Slightly impressive. We don't actually have a plant. It's just a pot. It's just an empty pot. And a statue of, I don't know, a skull with a scarf coming in here. But you made it, so I assume you like that sort of thing. What is Whitehead up to right now? Oh, you're doing the mining. Great, good. I should probably punch everyone onto #1 mining for just a little bit just to get this carved out. Wow, what? Oh, there's components in there. Perfect. Perfect. Could not be happier to see some components. All right, Mila, waking up in 10 hours. I really need Mila kind of back on board. I need all of my warm bodies around here at some point. And Volstron, how are we doing on you, kid? How's the whole Mike Tysoning you into loving us? 11.9. Okay. Remind me, I check you out again. Yeah, you're good at punching people. You love being underground. You're a hard worker. It's the crafting. That's why I want you. And the medical. I should think about a hospital. Even a basic hospital at this point. Just somewhere to put people in a medical bed would be nice. Where do I think that might live? Actually, that could live over here. Because I'm going to want that close to, where people are going to get injured, which is generally outside. Maybe that could live over here. Maybe I rethink the way I was going to do this and I was going to ignore this part, but make this more of the base. I mean, this might be one huge steel chunk. We might mine that out whether I plan to or not. So maybe this over here could be a hospital area. Oh, Kaylina, you were whining about being cold, weren't you? Let me deal with that. So put a heater in Kaylina's room. There's a vent in here. What's the temp in here? Oh, it's 54. It is getting a little chilly, isn't it? How about we put one there, and then also... Oh, I already have one in the prison. Good for me. I was very prescient in that regard. Okay, so that'll warm people up, but that is also going to drain my power. I wonder if I should use Scathe's time with us, however long or brief that might be, to just make a beeline for geothermal. So geothermal, it's not a small amount of stuff. What is it, like 3,000 some odd research points or something ridiculous like that? But yeah, 3,200. But boy, that would solve a lot of my power issues. I mean, there's one right here. I wouldn't even need to run power cables. It'll literally just tie right into the base. Oh, that's a thought. Maybe kind of focus Scathe on that once we get some other fundamentals under control there. Whitehead working on that. And then, yeah, we can get the steel at any time. I'm not worried about that steel. You're working on the heaters, and then you've promptly gone back to bed. You're like, yeah, I am done for the day. I've built a heater, and I am exhausted. I am absolutely exhausted. I can't. Ah, Mila can now exit, death rest. So, up you pop, Kip. Up you pop. You're going to immediately go drink some blood. You're going to drain some blood. Hang on, Chalaki's Vagabonds. Ah. Refugee quest, you say? Okay, get that blood. Thank you. Slam this into pause mode. 4 desperate refugees. Okay. Short answer, yes. So 4 refugees are coming, and they want to hang out with us for 14 days. They will work and fight and do anything I ask them to do for 14 days. They also might try and murder us. If we make them happy, some of them may offer to join us. Fantastic. I'm not really in a position to make people happy. Because the way they're going to be made happy is having a bedroom and having clothing. All 4 of them are going to turn up with tattered apparel. And I have not even begun tailoring. Oh, P.S. The clothing we do make from them will be made out of human skin. I mean, I can obviously set that to not happen, but it's basically going to be human skin. How's the cotton doing, kids? 98% grown. That's actually not that bad. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to say yes. 4 people just turned up. Chalaki, Lisa, Subash, and Danny. And then I'm going to wrap things up for today, because I'm going to need to... That's a whole big thing that just happened there. That is a whole huge thing. This could be hugely beneficial. That is 4 warm bodies who will just do whatever I ask. This is a great time to do mining expeditions. 4 extra people doing mining is great. Or construction projects or something like that. Big projects when you get refugee quests. But I'm going to need to sit on that for a little bit. So guys, let's wrap it up on RimWorld for today. We'll come back some more of this again next time. Do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. You know what, kids? I'm the camp counselor who's going to teach you the truth. All right? None of this mamby-pamby kumbaya nonsense. All right? We're learning the truth here. The truth is death and disappointment and theft. Basically, I did the theft. Everything else is on you. Robot, how do we rescue you? I don't know how to rescue you. I'm also not sure I ever knew you were a woman. So once again, the fish are on fire, and you're on fire. Isabella is in fact on fire. The YouTube award ceremony for the best YouTubers of the time. I think this may be a mild exaggeration. I look like I'm paralyzed with fear and or hunger up on stage there.